Hi there, crafty friends. These altered postcards were inspired by Laly Mille, a wonderful mixed media artist. Let me show you the process of how I made them. A colleague from work gave me these postcards that she had accidentally bought. She thought she was buying something else, and then these arrived and she thought that I could use them. I'm not too crazy about the pictures that they've come with. I do like the back though because it has a vintage feel and the postcard look, so I'm going to alter the front to make them usable for my projects. I'm going to start by sticking down some collage pieces. I'm using neutral tones of just offcuts that I have and also some dark colors with the black. Now the difference with this that I'm going to stick down as compared to how I normally paste down my collage work, I want these to have right angle corners. I want them to be straight because that will affect the final look of the postcard. So I'm just, even if the edges that are off, that are going to be cut off, are not even, that is fine, but the bits that will be on the actual postcard need to be in straight corners and straight lines, overlapping but cut at right angles. And then I'm just pasting them down with the Mod Podge. You could also glue them down with a glue stick or craft glue or gel medium, whatever you have. You don't have to use these neutral tones like I have for the collaging pieces. You could use any kind of cardstock that you have, any offcuts that you have, and you could also make it coordinate with the project you're making it for. The color will shine through a little bit through the paint, and so if the color coordinates, it'll all blend and be cohesive. I do the same collaging on both cards. While the Mod Podge is still wet, I'm going to add some gesso. I'm letting the collage pieces guide where I'm putting the gesso. I'm putting darker areas over the joins or the edges of the collage pieces, and then a softer wash over the rest of the postcard. I'm doing this because I'm going to be building up layers of color, and I want the layers to show the definition of the edges of the collage pieces. So you'll start from your very first layer of paint. The first paint application that you do will be defining those lines. I'm now just going to trim the excess. The first layer of gesso is dry, so I'm going to go again over with another layer of gesso, again concentrating to make it darker on the paper joins or paper edges. I'm going to start adding my color. I'm using watercolors, but you could use acrylic paint, gelato crayons, scribble sticks, anything that you have. I just have these paints that I haven't really used and I thought I'd give them a go. I'll start with my lightest color first. I'm working with greens, so I'm just going to use all the greens that are in the palettes. And as I said, start with the lightest color first. And I'm concentrating again the color on the edges. So it's going to make like squares, shaped squares throughout the postcard, and the color will be darker over the edges. It's all about building your color up. We're going to use multiple colors, and if we had to use all of them at once while the other one is wet, they'd all bleed into each other and create a bit of a muddy mess. So we're going to add each color layer and then dry in between. And when we do that, it adds a different dimension to our artwork. The lighter colors will shine through, the darker ones will seep into other areas, so you get a really good depth in your artwork. It's not just flat and plain. Although I'm sticking to the collage piece edges as my guide, I am letting the color run a little bit too, and this just it creates more interest in the piece. You can see how the shapes are starting to show now because I'm concentrating my color around the edges. You can see some squares seem to be on top of the artwork and some are behind. It's given a dimension and depth, and because I've kept the gesso quite thin over some of the areas, you can see the writing or the text or the music shining through, and I really love that effect. Some more gesso with my finger. I like some areas a bit whiter. I'm still leaving it transparent, but I'm making it a bit more white to add more contrast. You can see how the colors then pop. I'm now moving to my watercolor pencils. I only have 3 greens in the watercolor pencil and I'm using all 3 colors. I just dip the tip of the pencil in some water and then I scribble over the lines and sometimes blend it in with my finger if it's a bit too thick or if it needs just some guidance as to where it's going to go. I'm also just scribbling in some other areas to bring the green through. It's quite intuitive. I'm not really planning what I'm going to do. I just see what's working. You can always cover it up if you're really not happy with something. But it's fun to experiment and try new things. If you don't have watercolor pencils, that doesn't matter. You could use a normal colored pencil. It doesn't have to have that watered look. You could just do the scribbling as well. It'll just create a different kind of effect, but that would work too. Don't always worry about having to have every product that I have. Use what you have at home and you can make it work. This is just like ideas of things you could do, but use other products that you have. Now it's just about adding more layers to allow the shapes to pop. I'm using a dark brown watercolor pencil here to give it a bit more definition. It looks a bit like there's a shadow falling underneath the boxes. I thought to add some distress ink around the edges, but then I didn't really like the color that came out, so I just went back to using the same pencil and doing a little bit of edging with the brown. Because I love my stamping, I'm going to stamp some vintage script with some black ink just here and there on the postcard. I can't seem to get away from the stamp. I love it very much and I use it a lot. To add a focal point, I have these monarch butterflies. They're stickers that I've had for probably over 10 or 15 years, and I found them recently when I was packing up my craft room and sorting it, so I thought I should use them, and the color I think contrasts and looks really beautiful with the green. It has a double-sided tape which is probably not very secure because they're quite old, so I'm just adding a little bit of craft glue to attach them to the postcard. When I bring it up close, look at all the different layers and the dimension that has been created by just layering the colors that we have. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the little notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload new videos. See you soon. Bye.